your wheels are the only thing connecting you to the ground, so you kind of want to make sure that those aren't going to fall off. I'm going to talk to you about torque today while I rotate my tires. Okay, so I removed the front tire. I'm going to put the spare on so I can lift up the rear tire and put the front tire on the rear. My tires are directional, so I can't do the crisscross method. Most tires aren't directional, so look up how to rotate your tires for your car. The first method of torquing down wheels that I'm going to talk about is a torque stick. This is a piece of spring steel that is calibrated to be approximately 80 foot-pounds for this one particularly. If you do not know what the torque value for your vehicle is, you can call up the dealership service department, they'll let you know. You don't want them loose because if they're loose, they can potentially back out and your wheel can fall off. And also, if they're too tight, like if you went to town on it with one of these, got it up near 600 foot-pounds, then you can potentially stretch the bolts out over time and they'll become weaker, and then you can have them snap. Same goes for studs and... You got attacked by a bug. Same goes for studs and lug nuts. My car's European, so they use bolts for some reason. It's not preferable, but either way, you don't want to stretch out the metal, make it weaker, and potentially have it break on you. You're kidding me.
What happened?
I think the Harbor Freight impact broke. Okay, we're going to tell you what a torque stick is now that we solved that calamity. It's a piece of spring steel that is calibrated to be about 80 foot-pounds is where it'll start twisting and not let the impact go any further. So you stick it on an impact gun, you put it on your lug nut, and you tighten. And because there's flex in this, it goes to approximately 80 foot-pounds. It's not very accurate, it's better than nothing. To be completely accurate, you're going to want a torque wrench. This is a KD. You set the torque value. For my car, it's 85 foot-pounds. Okay, now that the car is on the ground, I'm going to put it on each lug nut and tighten until, for this type of torque wrench, it's called a click type, tighten until it clicks. I recommend tightening in a star pattern to equalize the pressure all the way around the hub. It's important that whenever you are tightening, you use the handle. If you choke up on it, you're not going to get an accurate reading. It's not going to accurately tell you if it's torqued properly. A couple of important points about the torque wrench. One, you do not want to use any sort of extension on them. Basically, it adds wiggle room and will make it so the reading is inaccurate. And obviously, do not use a torque stick on a torque wrench because then it's just not going to work properly at all. Whenever you store these, you want to lower the value all the way to either 0 or the lowest setting on the torque wrench. That's because there are parts in here that are under tension when that is adjusted to a value, and you don't want it to go out of calibration over time by being left in setting. Now I'm just going to continue rotating my tires, which you should probably do about every 3,000 to 5,000 miles or when you're getting an oil change done. If there's anything that you don't feel comfortable with doing that you've learned in this video, of course we recommend that you go take your car to a professional, go to some tire shop or something. It's better to play it safe than to potentially have an incident. Thank you for watching. I'm Taylor Zalus. Bye. Are you going to have to put a disclaimer at the end saying that perform these tips at your own risk or something? Because if somebody says they followed our video and their wheel fell off,